A big welcome to all those who would be preparing for their exams, and this video is definitely going to help you out in understanding the PTE listening part much better. And the question type in this video which we are discussing is highlight incorrect words. Now this is a question type which gets it scored both in listening as well as in understanding, in reading. So listening and reading both are being scored in such question type. And since time is the key, you have just 30 seconds per question to understand and quickly highlight what went wrong in that audio clip. And usually 2 to 3 comes in an exam. So now the overall idea is that you are being required to understand an audio clip. It's a small audio clip which would be given to you. On the sidelines, there would also be a passage, the real transcript of the audio clip which you have heard. And what you need to do is you need to quickly highlight what all of the words is mismatched between the audio clip and the passage you are reading it out. Usually 5 to 6 to 7 are the words which could be incorrect, which you have to listen very carefully to the audio clip, what the speaker is saying, and then you have to highlight the mismatched words, which was called as incorrect words. Okay, so the scoring is again, it's a negative marking here, so you need to be very particular about what you say is right or wrong. If you are unsure, then you can leave it blank. At least you will not much marks would be deducted. So +1 for each correct answer and -1 for each incorrect word. So you need to be very sure of. Okay, so I have an example for you, and based on this example we can just see how to process this in a nicer way. So this is the audio clip. Let me let you guys hear this out, and this is a transcript which is also given here. And now we'll try to see how much it is not matching. What are the words which the speaker said it differently and it is written as different. Okay, let's see this.
When explorer Roald Amundsen set out to find the Northwest Passage, his official mission was scientific, a search for the magnetic North Pole. But as historian Roland Huntford describes, the real drive behind the expedition came from a deep desire to conquer the unknown.
One of the reasons that Amundsen would have been inspired by the Northwest Passage is simply that it was one of the last great geographical goals unaccomplished. You have to realize that by the 1870s, most of the Earth had been discovered.
Okay, so I'm sure you must have highlighted some of the words which was not exactly the same the speaker talked about. And the big key of doing this correctly is to understand what the speaker said and whether you are able to capture those words. So there are 2 secrets which will make sure that you don't lag behind in such questions. The first is try to understand where in the text you're stuck. Usually we are stuck at those words which are very difficult either to pronounce, or the spelling is really difficult, or these are new words. That depends upon our vocabulary, how much we listen and we hear out. And these words, if they are new to you, you definitely don't know their meaning and you don't know probably how they sounded like. So just see where in the text are you stuck. There would be some difficult words which you are able to highlight. Take a moment and highlight those words. For example, there are a few words which are highlighted here. Your highlighted word would also be similar to this. So, for example, pasture. Now, if we don't know how does pasture sounds like and what does it mean, that means we will not be able to capture if in case this is the incorrect word. Similarly, there is a word called magnetic, expedition, colonize, geographical, or there could be much more. So see where you're stuck. You are not supposed to be stuck there, and these are the difficult words. It's a good chance that the speaker and the text do not match in such kind of words. Then the you need to understand what the speaker talked about. And there are a few words, phonetics for example, which can add real value to such question type. As I said, pesture is one such word where you can stuck. Magnetic, expedition, colonize, geographical. Now, geographical is the incorrect pronunciation, geographical, and probably you are stuck there. So don't be afraid. This is a phonetic language. There are just 26 letters in an English alphabet, but there are 40 different sounds for the same letters. So you need to practice to hear out and to speak out more and more loudly. And then only you will be able to understand them more clearly. Okay, so let's go back to our sample and see what all was wrong here. So if you hear this out again, let me do it for you and let's try to understand this nicely one by one.
When explorer Roald Amundsen set out to find the Northwest Passage, his official mission was scientific, a search for the magnetic North Pole. But as historian Roland Huntford describes, the real drive behind the expedition came from a deep desire to conquer the unknown.
One of the reasons that Amundsen would have been inspired by the Northwest Passage is simply that it was one of the last great geographical goals unaccomplished. You have to realize that by the 1870s, most of the Earth had been discovered.
So I'm sure a practice like this can actually gives you an upper hand on these kind of questions. Practice more, give more attention to pronunciation and the difficult words. Your vocabulary will eventually build up and you're going to score good marks on this. I wish you all the best for your future exams.